Oh, maybe 16, 17.
That other 2.5. So
today I'm out fishing with Ben Matsubu, BASS Touring Pro, and Ben is known for drop shotting and light line application. I've got 14-pound fluorocarbon on right now, Texas rigging. He's got 6-pound little ultralight spinning outfit. Just had two about 3.5, 4 pounds. And we're going to talk to him about drop shotting and his techniques and the do's and don'ts, if you will, about drop shotting.
Hey, not a bad one there, bud. So now what pound test you throwing? 6. 6-pound test. He's going to jump on the other side of the boat. You can land him anytime. That's not a bad fish. Oh, you got a little sore on him?
Nice fish.
Little pounder. Little 1 pounder. You want a fairly soft tip on the drop shot rod. It's not more, you don't want to really feel a bite. The most important thing is watching your rod tip.
Really?
And when you're drop shotting, you always maintain the bottom, and you never stop moving your rod tip. Okay. What's really important, if you notice, I'm moving it about 2 inches at a time. What you do is you keep an eye on that rod tip, and if that thing ever bows, it's very rare that I feel a fish actually hit the line. I feel it by the feel of the rod. Oh, I just missed one right there.
So you're constantly jiggling it and moving it.
Constantly moving it. If you've ever seen the diagrams of drop shotting, you notice where the weight is on the bottom and the lure is on top.
Right.
By moving the rod tip all the time, you're creating havoc down there on the bait. It's always constantly moving, and these fish aren't used to seeing a bait suspended off the bottom. They're seeing baits moving by them real fast, or they're seeing baits on the bottom like the Carolina rig. But a lot of these fish here in Texas haven't seen the drop shot, so they're seeing a bait that's suspended in a perfect, like 18 inches.
Strike zone.
Oh yeah, and Texas has some great drop shotting fish. The people on the West Coast would actually be very impressed on the type of fishing they have out here in Texas. I love it, especially this grass. But it does require a light tip rod. Right now I'm using a 6'8". It's medium heavy or medium light, but it's very soft on the tip. That's really important when it comes to drop shot.
Ben, why do you use like 6 to 8 pound test in drop shotting?
Well, you could use, all my friends use heavy drop shotting when they're at Toledo or say Lake Fork. But the reason why I use it, these lakes have seen so much 15, 17, 20-pound line. If you've ever seen light line in the water, it's invisible, okay? Like take for instance last year when I was fishing, catching those big fish, I was out there with 6-pound line, catching a lot of 3-pounders, and a friend of mine, Gary Yamamoto, came up there with 8 and got 2 bites to my probably 5, and his fish weren't near the size as what I was catching on 6. But it's something I've used to, and out here in Texas, not too many people are used to this light line, but you catch a lot of 3 to 5 pound fish, and Guido Hibden's one of the guys that'll tell you, he brings those fish out of trees with 8-pound line, and that's amazing to watch him do that. I haven't become that brave yet, but Guido Hibden is one of the guys I said, there's a guy back east fishing in the middle of a tree with 8-pound line bringing these fish out. So,
That's incredible.
At Ranger, we're obsessed with perfection. It pushes us to reach beyond the ordinary and build the highest quality, strongest performing boats on the water. It's who we are, and it's why we hold ourselves to a higher standard, committed to the absolute highest customer satisfaction. After all, we love what we do, and after 38 years of leadership, it shows.